Since the dawn of time, humanity has told stories about creatures that never die, beings that hide in the shadows and feed on the blood of the living. These creatures, known as vampires, have haunted our imagination for centuries. They symbolize not only fear of death, but also fascination with immortality, forbidden desire, and the mysteries of life itself. And while Hollywood gave us a glamorous image of these dark beings, the roots of the vampire myth stretch back far beyond cinema, reaching into the folklore of ancient villages, the writings of medieval scholars, and the rituals of mysterious cults. In Eastern Europe, particularly in Romania, Serbia, and Hungary, peasants feared the dead might return to feed upon them. When someone died unexpectedly, especially if the body appeared strangely preserved or if the family suffered illness, soon after, suspicion fell on the corpse. Villagers would sometimes dig up the grave and examine the body. If it looked too alive, with red lips or fresh blood at the mouth, they believed it was rising from the grave at night. To prevent this, they drove wooden stakes through the heart, cut off the head, or burned the remains. To us today, these actions seem brutal, but for those communities, it was a desperate fight against what they truly believed to be real monsters. The most notorious historical figure associated with vampires is Vlad the Impaler, a 15th century ruler of Wallachia. His cruelty was legendary, impaling thousands of enemies on wooden stakes and leaving their bodies as a warning. Though he never drank blood, his reputation for savagery blended with folklore to inspire Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1897. That novel not only defined the modern vampire, but also captured the Victorian era's fears of disease, sexuality, and foreign threats. The vampire became more than a monster. It became a symbol of cultural anxieties. But even outside Europe, vampire-like legends existed. In China, people spoke of the Jiangshi, a corpse that rose from the grave stiff and pale to suck the life force from the living. In ancient Mesopotamia, myths told of Lamashtu and Lilitu, female demons who preyed upon infants and pregnant women, sometimes drinking their blood. In Greece, the Vrikolakas was a restless spirit that haunted its village. In Africa, tales spread of creatures like the Asasabonsum, a vampire with iron teeth lurking in trees. And in the Americas, the Chupacabra became a modern legend, attacking livestock and leaving them drained of blood. Wherever you go, across centuries and cultures, the fear of blood-drinking entities repeats again and again. Folklore gives vampires terrifying abilities. They can transform into bats, wolves, or mist to travel unseen. They can control minds, seducing their victims before striking. They are said to have superhuman strength, speed, and senses beyond our comprehension. And yet, they are cursed. Sunlight burns them, holy water sears their flesh, and they are forever denied peace in death. Their immortality is not a gift. It is eternal suffering. They are trapped between life and death in hunger that never ends. During the Middle Ages, Europe was ravaged by plague and disease. Without science, people turned to superstition. When entire villages died, survivors sometimes believed a vampire was to blame. In Poland and Slovakia, skeletons have been found with sickles placed over their necks, or stones forced into their mouths, rituals meant to stop them from rising again. These archaeological finds suggest vampire fears were not just stories, but real practices embedded in community life.